things I freaking love, okay? 2 things. First, go Jays, obviously. But, so I'm like Toronto native, been watching them my whole lives, and I just noticed something over the years though, which is that men get really superstitious during the playoffs. And it's not something that's a thing generally speaking, and I find that they also are highly critical of women for being all woo-woo, being into horoscopes, saging things, charging your crystals and the like. But, you know, like as soon as it's playoff season, it's the same underwear for 2 weeks, knocking on wood, and literally hosting seances with Joe Carter's ghost. You guys need to relax. Second favorite thing is Halloween, but we'll get into that later. So as I mentioned, I'm from Toronto. You may also notice that I'm racially ambiguous. Potentially you're curious? I don't know. I find people are curious, so I'll just come out with it. I'm Jamaican and Irish. I call it Jirish. Also, Iracan. No? Sounds kind of like imitation bacon. That's fair enough. Yeah. I also have old genes. Not like genes. I'm talking about old genetics. So my mom was 45 and my dad was 55 when I was born, which is some Janet Jackson Al Pacino shit. Like, just because you can procreate in your twilight years does not mean you should, period. I have thinning hair, I have shot out eardrums, and I have the tooth enamel of a marshmallow. What I'm saying is I'm basically Benjamin Button, so yeah, it's not great. I'm also a mother, yay, go me. Yeah, I was 28 when I had my first son, and he, you know, I wasn't like planning on it. He got past the goalie, and I figured he was a keeper. It worked out. But I'm pregnant again, yay. I'm 3 months pregnant right now, and I'm not fat, so fuck off. And secondly, yeah, so people were like, why did you wait so long between kids? It's now 10 years later, I'm now 38. And I have one answer to that. Strategy. Yes, I've just extended my trick-or-treating benefits by 10 years. Fully. I was so excited when I had my first. I was like, yes, I'm back in the saddle. Let's go. Got my full witch outfit on, so excited. Got my pillowcase. I'm like, first of all, with the baby carrier, like marching him from door to door. He's like 4 months, obviously not eating the candy. Like, people are giving me the candy, and then they're like, wait, that's not for, I'm like, too late. But now he's 10, and I have to take him out with his like little friends. So, you know, I could yell at him and get a few more blocks out of him, but his friends, you know, they got these like white parents and they got these weak ass legs. So every like 10 houses, this kid Luca, he wants a break. My legs hurt. He's like lying in a ditch, like, I don't want to go. And I'm like, get up, Luca, I will end you. I have a full map. There's a full-size Snickers at the end of the street. Get the hell up, kid. Anyway, he like called his mom or whatever. Better without him. Cover more ground. And you might ask, like, couldn't I just like buy the candy for 70% off the next day? No, I guess I could, but I'd rather like check my dignity at the door for, you know, a bunch of fun-sized Kit Kats. Probably just pathetic, it's fine. I also have a fun little thing I do. I like to decorate my house to the nines. You know, all the spooky stuff. I got the cemetery stuff, the spider webs, and I go all out. But then it's kind of just like a dick tease because I'm not actually home to give out candy. So the kids are all like coming to the door like, what gives? But there's just no one. It's horrible. But it's worse for my neighbors because I just leave those decorations up indefinitely, like right through November, right into December. I'm talking the red zone of your advent calendar, December, 3rd week. At that point, I simply add Christmas decorations. That's right, Nightmare Before Christmas. Got you there, bitches. You thought I was lazy. Actually, not. Fully planned that out and just kind of like to troll you. I have fun. But I noticed that there's a difference like with the generations, especially the teens and me being like almost 40 now. I feel like the difference is in the way that teenagers now rebel. You know, before, when I was a teenager, it was like bad undercuts, blue hair, rude slogans on t-shirts, cutting yourself, harmless stuff, just regular stuff. But now Gen Z are like tigers when it comes to tattoos. They go right for the neck. They have no chill. And I'm not saying that we didn't get tattoos back in the day too. I know tons of people that are Gen X and millennial. We got tattoos. I got my first when I was 15. It was a spider skull right in the middle of my back. And I figured, like, why not just blend like existential angst and insects in one genius design? But it was in inconspicuous places, right? The second one was, it's not like you know how tramp stamps are on the back? Okay, I had like a slut sigil in the front here. It's like a tribal tattoo. With a chef's kiss, some lettering above that, just above the bikini line. It says Eros, which is ancient Greek for erotic love. Because why not sound like an educated whore? Brilliant. That's exactly what I was going for. My last tattoo I got was when I was 25. And it's actually an anarchy tattoo on my left ass cheek. Because nothing says fuck the system except for only at the beach. Also, someone thought it was the Avengers. Which, I don't mind the Avengers, but I'm not like, Avengers, let's go. Like, it's not what I was going for. But anyways, all that aside, I think we can all agree that tattoo culture has gone completely way too far, right? It's the librarian with a minimalist avocado behind her ear, and the frickin' barista with a little heart on her hand to commemorate her undying friendship with her high school besties. And it's just non-stop. It's like, you know what they look like now? Sticker books. They look like sticker books that got left out in the rain. It's like a smiley face here, a paperclip there, a go saying konnichiwa right on your forehead. Jeez. You know, my qualm is that they don't even have the decency to hide their garbage tats, right? Like before, you had to have your whole body covered before you'd venture into like the hand, face, and neck zone. Like now it's, I don't get it. Like you would look at your hands and you'd be like, okay, I'm committed. I'm committed to a life of crime or making lattes for $14 an hour. We used to call those job stoppers, right? The everlasting job stopper. But now kids these days, it's like, they've got their deer antlers coming up their neck, and like, it's like, guys, you're 19, you don't even have a job to stop. You're out here killing your LinkedIn career before you even made a Canva resume. They have no chill. I think the real thing that's edgy now is actually no tattoos. Yeah, imagine like walking down Queen West, you got your tank top on. God down there, girls are like, oh my God, he's so mysterious. I bet he owns a house. All right, guys, ready for some sketch? Let's do it. I'm so excited to bring them out. So we're going to do about an hour sketch. You can order off the menu there. Your waitresses will come and get you. I hope you have a great night. And that's it for me. Let's get the show going.